Hey kids, Grandpa here. Yes, I know. It's been a long time since I've made a video, and I completely understand your frustration and my apologies for that. But in life, we go through times, we go through changes, we go through focuses, and this is one of them for me. And for Miss Whiny Butt down there. Hello, say hello, Lily. Oh, yes, she's a good girl. One of my videos would not be complete without a visit from Miss Lily. So I have been living here in Ohio in my little apartment, trying to put together my money so I could buy my own place. Are you okay? All right. And making good progress along those ends, getting close. I'm hoping this spring. Finally, I'm hoping this spring, if all things can come together. But I've not been making any content because, frankly, there really wasn't anything that I could make content of on a regular basis that motivated me. And frankly, I've been vacillating between my two passions, sailing and homesteading. And I've given strong consideration to going back down to Florida. I am a licensed real estate broker still down in Florida. I can work down there. I'm still a member of the multiple listing service. I'm a fully operational licensed realtor down there, as I am here in Ohio. So the question is what to do. And I've given serious consideration to going back down there. And during the day, these things happen to me, and I've been paying attention to them. Little stupid things. I mean, in fact, I'm a little embarrassed by my reaction to some things, I'll be talking to somebody and tell them about, my glory days on a sailboat, out sailing, doing this, that, or the other thing. And, about my adventure taking a boat from Sandusky, Ohio down to the Florida Keys and how much I enjoyed that. And that gets me motivated to want to get down to Florida and start doing the channel that I really wanted to do in the first place. That I've attempted to now a couple of times and have failed a couple of times. And then I'll, see one of my old videos on YouTube of me up on my farm up in Alaska with my chickens and my ducks and my turkeys and the dog and the pigs. And that brings a smile to my face. I just was watching a video here the other day, and the woman had a incubator and was hatching out some baby chicks. And I was just like stupid over it. I really was. I was just gushing over this baby chick being born. And it reminded me of the joy that I get from homesteading. And trying to balance those two, and there's no way. It's got to be one or the other. I can't do both, A homestead requires 100% of my attention. Sailboat is a lot of maintenance. You got to be with that all the time. So it's got to be one or the other. And right now, of course, I've been leaning towards a homestead. That's why I'm up here in Ohio. That's why I'm trying to save some land. But I've not been making content. I tried a couple different things, doing food reviews for fast food, whatever stupid stuff that I have absolutely no interest or passion in. Although it did help me to realize that the best fried chicken in a fast food restaurant in Columbus, Ohio is Popeyes. I can tell you that with absolute truth. And McDonald's never has milkshake machines at work, which is a guilty pleasure of mine that I need to stay away from. But I've been very frustrated also in another aspect of my life, and that is in my weight loss. I've been up against a wall. I'm not making very good progress. And I have made some changes recently that I think are finally getting me back in the correct direction. One of the things I've started doing is sprouting my own salad. It's wintertime. I can't grow lettuce outside. But boy, I can put some seeds in a jar and soak them in water, and 5 days later, I've got a beautiful sprout salad. In fact, that was my dinner last night. I had a quart jar about that big, full of sprouts. Put a little salad dressing on top of it, put a little shredded cheese, maybe a little Parmesan or something on top. And, a very pleasant, crispy, fresh, really nice salad. Refreshing salad that was just, frankly, was kind of yummy, And man, you know, when you're eating sprouts, you're getting all this good stuff. I mean, it's like 10 times, 12 times healthier than even a regular lettuce salad would be. You get all these extra nutrients and minerals and stuff from eating the sprouts. And so that's really made me feel good. I'm feeling good. I'm happy with myself because I'm doing finally what I should be doing to improve my health. And I'm happy with my diet. And so things are, you know, looking up in that regard. Am I still, you know, a big fat old bastard? Yes, I am. Will I be here in the near future? Probably, but I'm feeling better about it. I'm making some good progress. So anyhow, that brings me very quickly to my next thing. I'm just, you know, going on about all this stuff here, but my next step is I want to start getting back to doing some fermenting, making some sauerkrauts, making some, you know, fermented vegetables for my own diet and fresh stuff, not canned stuff that, you know, because once you cook it, you kill all the good stuff in it, right? The heat from canning kills all the good stuff. So what I did is I went ahead and I got a crock, a fermentation crock. And I thought I'd do a little, what do they call it? Unboxing video with this for you. And let you know that this is the beginning of what's going to be a lot more content. There's a lot of things I need to get preparing myself for moving on to my homestead that I'm in the process of buying. And that's going to be, yes, I need to lose weight and get in better shape. Ever since the COVID, man, I've had trouble catching my breath. So I'm trying to get more exercise and get out and do more and stuff, trying to eat and drop this weight so I'm not carrying around so much with me. And this is going to go a long ways toward that, because this way I'll be able to make my own sauerkrauts. There'll be a fresh, unpasteurized sauerkraut, so it'll have all the good stuff for my guts. And I can't recommend that high enough, how good that is for you. So hold on, let me adjust you here, and we'll do an unboxing. Let's see, that should get it. So this is a Homebody ceramic fermentation weights, Acacia wood pounder, and a 1 gallon crock. Now I understand it says a 1 gallon crock, but I think it's 1.13 gallons actually. So let's open her up and see what we got here. We have got a user's guide, shows what's in the box here, and a quick instruction on how to make sauerkraut. Guys, you know what? This is really all you need. It's just this, it's really simple. It's really simple. It's like making my sprouts. I'm going to make a video here pretty soon about sprout making. You know, it's just ridiculously simple. Anyhow, Fermentation Crock recipe book. I'll have fun cruising through that about kimchi and German style sauerkraut. Yes, das ist Deutsch. 1 large green cabbage, finely shredded, 4 tablespoons coarse sea salt, 2 teaspoons caraway seeds, 2 teaspoons peppercorns. It doesn't say black or white peppercorns. I imagine black peppercorns. I see some black peppercorns in the picture. And then directions on how to make that. Now that's something that'll probably be the first one I'll make. Although I may try it without the caraway or peppercorns, just plain sauerkraut, the first one, just to see. So we have a little piece of foam, and we have a big crock, and we have the lids and okay, so these are the weights. Once you get all of the vegetables, sauerkraut, cabbage in this case, into the jar, you'll put these weights on, and this will hold it'll hold it down so that the liquid that is processed out of the sauerkraut, you want the sauerkraut itself to stay below the level of the juice. You want the juice to be covering it, so you can maintain an aerobic environment. So, all right, we have more packing foam. Set that over there. We have a lid that goes on top. Well, it just feels good. It's got ceramic, but it's glazed. And then we have the crock. Very cool. What else we got in there? Okay, that's just an empty box, but we'll put that off to the side. Yep, something inside here. Ah, the pounder. See if there's anything else in there? Nope, nothing else inside. You can see how it looks like it's got little handles on it, makes it nice and convenient. And it's got a wood pounder. So what you do is you shred the cabbage, you put it down in there, and then you take this and you pound it down. You want to bruise the cabbage and then add the salt. And what that does is it has it release it'll make it release all the juices. Let me get you adjusted back here a minute. So now you're leaning over. You look like you're drunk there. There you go. So what you do is you get it down inside here, and then you pound this in, and you pack it, and you pack it, and you pack it. You add a little more salt, pack. Add a little more salt, pack. And then once you get down to a certain point where you've got it all packed, you take these weights, these sit on top of that, and that will hold the kraut down inside the jar. And then this jar's got this, see, it's got this little ring. It's got this ring around here. So what that's for is for a secondary chamber. Once you have your kraut in there going, you don't want any other bad bacteria or stuff getting in there, certain bugs or whatever else. So what you do is you put water in this lip here, and then you set the lid on top, and then with the water down inside this groove and the lid on, it makes another seal, if you will, that will allow the gases in there to come out, but won't allow any bad stuff to go back in. And then you let this sit for, 8, 10, 12 days, whatever, and that's all it takes, and it makes sauerkraut. Now you can take that sauerkraut out of here, pack it into jars, put the lids on them, and stick them in your fridge, and they'll be good for 6 to 8 weeks in storage that way. If you've got a cool spot down in your basement or something, you could simply put the entire jar someplace where it'll stay nice and cool. I don't have that right now, so I have to rely on refrigeration, which is going to bring me to another thing I got to work on. But then I've got sauerkraut. Anytime I want to do some sauerkraut, I can draw that out. Now, me personally, I like sauerkraut. Hot dogs, sauerkraut on hot dogs. I'm not a big hot dog eater because I'm not big on eating a lot of pre-processed meats, but I'm a human being. I'm an American. A hot dog is a hot dog, Kielbasa, I like cutting up some kielbasa and steaming that with some sauerkraut and having that for a meal. And what a nice healthy meal to eat. Low calorie, low fat, and you've got all of the probiotics from that sauerkraut then that your body is making really good use for. So it's a win-win. So as I said, though, the space in my refrigerator is at a premium right now because I only have one fridge here in my little apartment. And so, ooh, fun stuff. I'm like a little kid with this stuff, right? Aren't we all? Anyhow, so, but in my freezer, I still have a lot of goat milk in there. So I have to get my goat milk out. So I'm going to be making some videos of me making more soaps. Just because I got to use up all the goat milk that's in my freezer. Because I need the freezer space because I plan on doing some more stuff. I'm contemplating buying a pig and butchering it and myself, and that way I can make some good proper bacon and put some meats in the fridge or Frigidator in a cost-effective manner. I can buy a live hog and then take my knives and cut it up and have all the various cuts that I want. And then I've got my smoker outside, and just like the video I did years ago of me smoking bacon, I can go ahead and smoke the bacon and the hams in my little charcoal grill smoker outside. And so that'll be some videos coming out. And so notice the topics of my videos, okay? I'm going to start making some fermented foods for my diet to help my health. Buy a pig and cut it up. So I'll have a butchering video, killing and butchering video. Smoking bacon video again, starting homesteading content. I did notice, and this is getting kind of long, so I'll keep it brief. I did notice a video today that was put out by Jess Sowers at Rooston Refuge Farm. Check them out on YouTube. Excellent YouTube channel if you're not already a member of there. And she was sad because it's in the middle of the winter and there's nothing that she can do garden-wise. She likes to garden. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, there's just a bunch you can do. Sprouts. I mean, I'm sprouting stuff every day, making my sprouts. And it's stupid simple. I'll make a video about it. It's really like so many things that people are apprehensive and afraid of. This thing is so simple. It's just like ridiculous that you're not doing it anyway. Whether you need to or not, whether you want the health benefits or not, rather than go to the grocery store and buy a head of romaine or iceberg lettuce to, sprouts. I can eat sprouts just as a salad with just sprouts. I can put them on a sandwich. I can use them as a side on something else that I'm doing. I mean, put them into a stir fry or what, I can ferment them and make a kind of a kimchi thing out of it. There are lots of different things you can do. So I'll be coming out with some more content. I left a comment for Jess that there's lots of things she could do. She could sprout, build a little hydroponic system, something I'm giving a lot of serious thought to right now. Building a little indoor hydroponic system that somebody could set up in their own house. Something that would be enough to keep me in salad material. Again, more lettuces and stuff. Whole heads, and other things. There's other things I can grow hydroponically. But, have a small 6 by 5 by 3 foot table that's growing stuff, So anyhow, I'm coming up with ideas of things I can make for some reasonable content that I'm going to like. I do not believe I'm going to be doing too many live streams for a while. I've come to the conclusion that the live streams have been at the root of most of my frustration with my YouTube channel. Sharing a little too much, being a little too open, being a little too much instant gratification for people that can't handle that kind of thing. So we're going to go back to just starting to make some good content and putting it up. I hope that'll make you guys happy. You'll hear from me on a bit more regular basis, and we'll just go from there. So with that said, kids, be good, be careful, take good care of one another, and I'll have more for you here in the near future. Bye.